I just lost my job to porn. That's what we're going to talk about. That's the phone call I've gotten many times. That's the first line people sometimes have told me in counseling. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, I'm Dr. Doug Weiss and the Executive Director of Heart to Heart Counseling Center. Now, before I get into our topic, there is a subscribe button down below. Hit that. We've got lots of help for you. It's free. There's tons of videos and information for you. And also there's a comment button. Please, if you just lost your job or you are the spouse of someone who lost their job, you might have some questions. So please click that, ask your questions. We get back to you as soon as we possibly can. Now, I have heard crazy stories over 30 years of helping guys who've lost their jobs because of porn or sexual harassment or other issues at the workplace. Now, this is a turning point for you. And I'm going to speak as if you're the person who lost your job, but if you're the person who is the spouse of this person or in a relationship, you're in pain too. This person took risk with your life. So I'm going to mostly talk to that person who lost their job. And it could be a man or a woman. I've had men and women who, they didn't know it, but they printed off something and all their porn starts showing up. They get caught because a lot of companies actually are watching what you're doing. And if they see you going on porn a little too frequently, they'll call you out and kick you out because of the liability of sexual harassment. And there are a lot of reasons why you might have lost your job, and this might have just been one of them, or the most important one. However, you don't want to blame your company. They didn't make you look at porn. And if you've been looking at porn at work, you usually have a porn history that goes back to your teen years, and you've been looking at porn and masturbating as a way to medicate and escape and deal with stress and probably have a sexual addiction. And if you do, we have lots of help on Sex Addict, SEXADDICT.com. There's the 6 types test. Find out if that's you. However, this is not their fault. They're not being mean to you. Okay, they have to protect their business, and it is not worth to them and their lawyers to risk you being a case of sexual harassment that could cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, and that's probably why you got fired, because of the risk you are. Now, what you do in this moment can change your life. You can get bitter and angry and blame and be hateful and vindictive and threaten to sue and do all that. Get drunk, do stupid stuff. You could do that. And there are people who go from making one bad choice to making a worse bad choice. That's your decision. You live in a free society. You can make as many bad choices as possible. But like what happened to you just now, consequences happen through bad choices. So can I talk to you just straight up? This is a time to grow up. This is a time to evaluate if your medicine of pornography is really becoming a problem. If I run through some of the characteristics of addiction, do you qualify? Okay. Are you using more and more? Does it take more and more to get the same hit? Is it taking more time? Are you avoiding other activities? Have you had consequences? Well, if you're watching this, you had a consequence. And then do you keep using porn even after you've had consequences? Okay. Those are just some of the elements of having an addiction. But this is a turning point for you to evaluate yourself, how you make decisions. Okay, it's not a moral judgment about pornography, right or wrong. That's not the issue. How do you make decisions? How do you want your future to look? How many more jobs do you want to lose? How many more things do you want on your resume that you can't explain why you left or why you had to sign papers to leave? This is a time for you to say, who am I and what am I doing with my life? And is this a direction I want to go? Now, I've helped thousands, literally thousands of men and women who have struggled with sexual addiction, pornography addiction, strip clubs, prostitutes, one-night stands, all kinds of sexual behaviors. I have personally been free from pornography for over 34 years now, and I have a polygraph that verifies that. Now, you're also going to have to explain this to your family and deal with the issues there, and you have the consequences of all that pain. Your spouse, whether it's a man or a woman, is in pain because if they didn't know about your secret world, they do now. And they're going to have trauma as a result of your choices. And I want you to honor that and try to get them help. Okay, they can go to partnerbetrayaltrauma.org There's lots of help for them. But this is a great opportunity for you. I can't tell you how many people have hit this bottom. They've had this bad day, and it began a whole new chapter in their life. They sobered up and go, wow, I am definitely going the wrong way. It's kind of like when you're going 90 miles an hour in a 55-mile zone and a cop pulls you over and you realize, wow, there's something wrong. Like, that's just not sane. Well, losing your job to porn it's just not sane. So something's off, and you're not a victim. You perpetrated this on your own life, and you can perpetrate healing in your own life, and you can perpetrate maturing and growing and have a successful life. Like, this is the beginning. All right, you got the tickets, you went to driver's school, and now you're better and you're a responsible citizen and you can become a multimillionaire. Okay, do as you wish. However, probably in the next 30 days, you're gonna make some major decisions. Do I go in denial? Do I don't care? Do I minimize this? Do I blow it off? Or do I take full responsibility, find out what's wrong, get help for what's going on? And you can call our office, 719-278-3708, and talk to a counselor, find out what's going on. And maybe it's not sex addiction, maybe it's something else, but find out what's going on and then take care of what's going on so that you can be successful in your own life. You deserve that, your families deserve that. You don't deserve to have financial consequences. Now, let me tell you a secret that probably I only know, because I've been working with people with severe sexual addictions for 3 decades. And here's what I know. When they stop using porn or going to prostitutes or, hooking up or doing whatever they're doing, and they stop, and I know they stop because they take polygraphs to verify they stop, most men or women who control their income, they're entrepreneurs, they're business owners, they're salespeople, somehow they control their income. They double or more than double their income in the first 12 months of recovery. Now, you just lost your job. And I'm telling you, there is something you could learn by stopping the porn, and you may double your income in the first 12 months of doing such. So I would encourage you, regardless of how bad this day is, you don't have to have another one. You are gonna need support. You're probably gonna need some counseling. You might need to be in support groups for a while, get some materials, figure out what's going on. But you do deserve to have an optimal life. Now, I told you before, there's other videos on all these topics. Please subscribe to our channel. There's lots of information. We want to help you. And also, you might have comments you want to make. I care about you. I have seen thousands of you have better lives than ever before. This doesn't have to be the bad day. This could be the start of a whole new life. I've been free for over 34 years. You deserve that, but you might have to find out the work you're gonna have to do so that you can have your happily ever after losing your job.